All right. So, as we noticed, a lot of us have been working from home recently, and it's new for some of us, not so new for others. But I wanted to talk about some of the benefits of working from home. I've been working from home well before this past year, but especially this past year as well. And one of the big things for companies that they like to talk about is it does save money, it does cut down on costs, which helps increase revenue. Working from home means less traveling, less commuting, and no cost for the office space. So it does save us money in the long run, which we can put towards other things that help us be more productive and other tools to help us grow our businesses. It also helps us be more productive. There are a few studies that show that employees are actually more productive when they control their work environment and aren't distracted by commutes or busy offices. When you can control that environment that you're in, you can tailor it to how you best work, and that actually helps you be more productive. 52% of employees surveyed by the PwC's US Remote Work Survey, pre or post COVID, thought that their teams were more productive working from home, and that's from employers. So they found that employees are more productive when they're controlling their environments, and we're also attracting better talent to our companies as well. Top candidates right now are looking for flexibility to work from home at least part of the time, 3 days out of the week, couple days out of the week, or even full time. And according to a study done pre-COVID, so this is pre-COVID by Zapier, 74% of the people surveyed are willing to quit their jobs and switch to somewhere remote, and 24% of the participants have actually already done so. And over half of the employees surveyed want to work remotely at least 3 days a week or more. So this is becoming a really popular option, especially now that we're post COVID or almost post COVID. A lot of us have had that experience working from home. We've gotten used to it, we've gotten the taste, and we know that a lot of us really are enjoying it. And we expect that option to at least stay around after the pandemic. So this is something that's not going to be going away. It's something that's getting more popular, and some of the top talents are really looking for this option because they're looking for flexibility. Their lives don't revolve around work completely, I know. So it gives us the flexibility to travel a little bit more, spend time with our families, or even just relax and not have to worry about living in the middle of a city or focusing on stressful commutes or even moving. You can have top talent from across the country without them having to relocate. So, um, there are, of course, a few problems with working from home. Nothing is perfect, of course. So, some of the issues we've run into looking at the way everyone has been working from home, studying the different methods, the different platforms, we noticed that there's a difficulty in coordinating. It can be inconvenient to meet up with all these meeting links you have to send. There's a lot of prep work that is involved. It can make it difficult to collaborate as well as manage your time when every single thing that you need to do is required to be scheduled so that you can coordinate with other people across the country. It can be a bit tricky, especially when you're sending out meeting links for every time you need to discuss something, blocking out time on your calendar. It can really suck up our time, and it's a little bit difficult because now not only are we doing our regular work, we have the added workload of scheduling out our days from top to bottom and making sure it coordinates with our coworkers. We've also found that there's been a lack of natural conversation. I'm sure you're all familiar with this virtual fatigue concept that's been going around lately. It stems from unnatural communication styles, awkward silences. It's difficult to pick up on facial expressions, those natural body languages when we're on the camera. And it does get tiring being on your computer all day, especially when the people you're talking to, the audio is overlapping or is delayed, and it's a little bit awkward. People aren't participating as much as they would in real life because they feel a little uncomfortable. So there can be a lack of natural conversation that you would find in an in-person office. And we've also found that some companies can have difficulty fostering a company culture, which we all know is really important because work is more than just work. Um, oftentimes on some of the methods I've been seeing in working from home, work is just scheduled meetings, which means dispersed team members can get left out of impromptu conversations. They get left out of company camaraderie, those impromptu chit chats, those impromptu brainstorming sessions, and cross collaboration between teams is nearly impossible. And mentorship from managers and guidance from managers can also be really difficult when we're just meeting up for 30 minutes every day to go over what we've accomplished. That mentorship kind of gets pushed to the wayside. So these are the problems that we found with working from home, which is why here at SignalWire, we are a fully dispersed team. We believe in the concept of working from anywhere, which is a little bit different. Of course, we support like dispersed work teams, but we find that working from anywhere is different from just working from home because it's more than just taking meetings from home. It's a commitment to a company culture that's designed to support dispersed teams, where teams are empowered to work together, whether they be hybrid or fully dispersed. So it's a commitment to this style, a commitment to working from anywhere, and really committing to supporting employees in that journey from working from anywhere. So it's more than just working at home. Some benefits we see from our concept of working from anywhere is that you can maintain this connectedness. We really like to focus on the fact that work is more than just meetings. We have watch parties and karaoke parties, and these can be just as important as the Monday morning stand-ups because we all have to get along and have that office camaraderie, and it's important to focus on that. So that's one of the key factors of what makes working from anywhere is a focus on maintaining connectedness. Another thing that marks working from anywhere different than working from home is a focus on collaboration as well. Really making sure that we're in natural environments that can battle those awkward silences and that video fatigue. We need a place where it's easy to hop on and work out our problems with coworkers, where that barrier to entry of sending out a million meeting invites is no longer a barrier. Um, and making cross collaboration easy so that nobody gets left out of important conversations. That's a big complaint about just working from home is if you weren't invited to the meeting, and someone brings up something that maybe you would have some good input on. In a regular office, I could say, hey, you know who could really help us out here? Shafali. And I could bring her up. So it's important to have that in our working from anywhere, at our working from anywhere office as well, whether it be virtual or not. For those with dispersed teams, where sometimes it's a hybrid, there's the office with some are dispersed. We need to make sure that our coworkers are easy to get a hold of in a natural environment. And lastly, it's important to focus on time management and boundaries. We don't want all of our workday getting sucked up scheduling meetings. And we also don't want to be living at work. Working from anywhere doesn't just mean we're living at work. We need a custom space that signals to us and to others when we're online and when we're not. So, an office space, just like a office building, and that is a virtual office space, but it's no different than an actual office building. We don't want people sending us Slack messages at 8 p.m. and expecting us to answer them just because they know that we're working from home. We need to signal that this is the time we're in the office so that we have those healthy work boundaries. And now I'm going to hand it over to my coworker Shafali, and she's going to be talking about how to maintain a good company culture and how we do that at SignalWire with a fully dispersed team.
Thank you, Abby. That was an in-depth insights on problems and benefits related to working from home, as well as what it means to work from anywhere. Like you said, we at SignalWire understand fairly well what working from anywhere is and how to instill company culture in a remote environment and how we do it well. We're a fully dispersed team right from inception, which was about 15 years ago. So we now have a team of over 70 members spread across 11 countries. That probably covers all the time zones there are. And since day one, SignalWire has been a remote company and has had a work from anywhere company or culture. So SignalWire has done a pretty awesome job in making everyone feel part of the team. And so today we will share with you a few concepts that make working from anywhere actually work. In the next slide, you'll see that we've tried to break it down between a few categories. First, collaboration. It is easy for employees to feel siloed or lonely when they're working remotely or working from their home office. So it is imperative that there's a culture that fosters collaboration, over communicate with each other, have many more touch points, and just say hi to each other more often than you usually would. This will make you feel part of something bigger than just your own work or just your own project. Second is pay attention. If you think feeling lonely is easy remotely, getting distracted is way more easier now that everyone is behind a screen and in their own comfort level. I don't know how many of people here are paying attention to this, but pay attention. Having other apps open, or replying to Slack messages or other messages, cooking, social media, there are endless ways how you can get distracted. So make a conscious effort to be present when in a meeting. Even if the meeting doesn't require you to speak, just listen, just like you would if you were in an actual physical meeting room. So pay attention, participate when you can, ask questions, and you'll see the impact that it has on bringing everyone together. And speaking of bringing everyone together, know your colleagues. Encourage casual conversations. Ask them about their work, their life, their family, kids, pets. Have they gotten a vaccine? How's the weather? What's their favorite movie? Favorite ice cream flavors? Like anything. So just ask them. People love talking about themselves, and especially in these times, I think more and more people want to feel heard. So this is just the perfect opportunity to get to know your colleagues better. And this is a foolproof way to bring employees together and develop a close and fun culture. And now, speaking of fun, don't miss out on all the happy hours, game nights, karaoke sessions that your company might be organizing. And if your company is not organizing these, why don't you step up and organize them? And remember to be present. Don't just show up. Show up with an intent of actually having fun and actually getting to know your colleagues better. So we know that all these things are easier said than done, especially when they're all in the air and there's really nothing quantifiable. So for that reason, we actually try to make it quantifiable for you. Allow me to share my screen. All right. So what we have for you here is bingo. Now, of course, everybody understands the concept of bingo. You achieve one of those things, strike it out. So we are giving you a bingo, and we are going to post links for this one bingo in the chat right after I finish explaining them. So what we want from you is complete this bingo in a week from now, and send us your final, striked out version of this bingo. Complete all the tasks, send it to us, and stand a chance to win a $50 gift card. Of course, there's no way for us to tell whether you have cheated or not. So we are going by code of honor. Nobody cheats. Try to actually do these things. This would definitely help you, bring out a better culture in your work from anywhere. So let's see what this bingo has. Do not be on mute. Okay, I mean, I know everybody's on mute now, and we really appreciate it, because otherwise there's going to be a lot of background noise. But in a meeting, in your team meetings, do not be on mute. It's okay if there's a little bit of a background noise. You might hear my son cry, now and then. Well, he's behaving right now. But if you're on mute, what we realize is that you tend to speak more. The moment you're muted, I'm sorry, if you're unmuted, you tend to speak more. The moment you're muted and you have to click that button to speak, it discourages you to speak more. So don't be on mute, be unmuted in a meeting, even if you're not saying anything. Attend meeting with a family in the background. We all know we are working from all different locations and everywhere. If there's a kid behind you doing, anything, playing or anything, just let it be. It's okay. It actually brings employees together a little more. Share your screen to show a video. A lot of people are actually afraid to share their screens. Share it. If you have a fun video that you just watched of puppies playing and falling in the water, I don't know, just share it. Share it with your colleagues. And with SignalWire, when you share a video, you also remember to share the audio. If you attended the previous live wires, we did show you how to share your audio along with a video. Do that. Get personal. Like I said, mention kids, pets, life, vaccines, anything there is. The point is to get to know your colleagues like you would in a physical office. When you were crossing each other in the corridor, you were asking them about their lives. Just continue to do that. Raise hand in a company-wide meeting. A lot of people are actually very apprehensive to say anything in a large gathering or meeting. Don't be. Everybody is in the same boat. Just say something. Just raise your hand, ask a question. There's a comment. Do participate. Talk 2 to 5 times in any meetings. So in the next 1 week, if there are a lot of meetings, I encourage you to talk at least 2 to 5 times in a meeting and then strike off this box. And if you can do that in all the meetings, that would be just cherry on the top. Use a fun video filter in a meeting. It's all about having fun, and it doesn't matter who you're having a meeting with. Everybody enjoys a little humor, so just go ahead and have some fun. Write down talking points before a meeting. If you have the agenda for the meeting that you're going for, do have some talking points written down. What this does, it gives you a little more confidence to talk during the meeting and participate, ask questions or anything. So do write down the talking points so you would know in the back of your head that what are you going to say in the meeting, and that'll give you more confidence. Interrupt someone who is speaking. Just like in a physical
Interrupt someone who's speaking?
Yes, thank you, Abby. Do exactly that. Just interrupt people. You know how we would when we were in a physical environment, you were finishing each other's sentences, agreeing, disagreeing. Continue to do that. That natural conversation should still remain natural, even if it is over a video conferencing tool. So do remember to interrupt, speak more, just do it. I guarantee nobody is going to feel offended.
I like that one.
Hop in a meeting you're not invited to. So we all go to meetings we are invited to. Why not just show up for a meeting you're not invited to? Remember the days when you were walking on the corridor, you would see, oh yeah, marketing team's having a meeting. I'm just going to hop in and tell them a new number that's come up or a new idea I had. Just do it. If you know a few people, just hop in the meeting, say hi quickly, and just hop out of the room. And so easy to do that on SignalWire. So just do it. We do it all the time. Share an interesting non-work fact. Again, not everything has to be about work. Even when we were going at work, not everything was about work. So I don't see why it has to be all about work when we are working from home or from anywhere else. So share non-work related stuff. Play a fun GIF. Okay, whatever. Do not judge me for saying GIF. That's what I like. During a meeting, you do know we have Clippies. Play Clippies. If you have any other videos to play the videos. Everybody loves those. Crack a joke. Doesn't have to be funny. You might think it's funny. Others might not. It happens to me all the time. There might be a few that just happened now, but crack a joke. Everybody would like it. And that's my dog in the background, if you can hear him.
Hey, knock,
Always,
knock.
yeah.
Knock,
Always.
knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow. There you go. Was not sure this was going to happen in a live wire, but thanks for that, Abby. All right. Always keep your video on. So a lot of us, I know, don't keep our videos on. And even in this meeting, I know we didn't. It's fine if you don't want to for some reason, but we encourage you to keep your videos on. What it does, it forces you to be present right there and then and actually pay attention. And you would realize that if your video is actually on, you participate more and it brings you closer to people. If I were to have a meeting or give you this live wire with my video off, it doesn't have the same connection as it will if my video were on. So we do encourage everybody to keep their videos on always, unless not needed. Have friendly banters with colleagues, pull their legs, tease them a little bit, just have a little fun. And it happens to me every single time when I go into the marketing room. They're always pulling my leg, either about, being vegan or something else. So just have fun, pull each other's legs. There's a break the wall of formality and just try to be a little more informal and friends again. Talk to a colleague you've never spoken to before. I'm sure there are a lot of people that you have not spoken to, and especially if you have SignalWire Work, you can see these colleagues. Just jump into their room, say hi to them. Just go say hi to them, make them feel welcomed, and that's how you build the culture in the company. So it doesn't have to be top down. You can do it to anyone, and you can start the culture yourself. Watch a movie with colleagues. Remember the times when we used to go out to out after work, either for movies or go to a bar or something. Have a session where you're watching a movie and everybody's around you. We have watch parties just exactly for that, so do it. Show up for happy hour. I know a lot of companies organize happy hours, and there would be barely 5 people who would attend. Show up for happy hours, and like I said, don't just show up, but also be there and show up with the intent of knowing more people and having fun. Hold your kid or your pet for an entire meeting. So we have a few colleagues who attend meetings with their kids on their arms and going to sleep. Do that. This is life, and if we try to not be too rigid about we can't do this and be a little more natural and open, that would help build the culture. Participate by typing in chat section. If you don't want to talk, if you don't want to raise your hand, it's okay. You can chat in the type in the chat section and participate that way. Like, you can use this chat section right here if you want to ask any questions. Close all other apps and pay attention. I already mentioned this. Just try to be present if there's a meeting. If your time has been requested by someone, or if you are somewhere, just be there. It would pay off in the long run. Be the first to talk or ask questions. A lot of people hold back and do not talk very much. And trust me, everybody's thinking the same thing. If somebody else talks, I'm going to talk. So why not be the first person to just do it? If you start doing it, maybe other people will start doing it, and that would just, make the conversation so much easier. Organize a karaoke night and actually sing. So go for a karaoke night, take the mic, sing. I know Abby here loves to, and we try to get her off the mic, but that's really difficult. Sing happy birthday for a colleague. I know we have a lot of Slack messages and email chains with happy birthdays. Why not get together in a room and actually sing happy birthday? And with SignalWire technology, a lot more people can talk at the same time. So happy birthday actually sounds like happy birthday. So do it. And lastly, because we had to send this bingo to 5 more colleagues so that everybody continues to do the same thing. And that's how you build an entire company culture. So we will be putting a link for these, and I'm going to do it right now, of these bingo in the chat section. Please download them, send it to your colleagues, strike the ones that you complete in the next 1 week, and send it to us. The instructions are all in there. Just send it to us and stand a chance to win $50. And it's not just for the $50 that you're doing it. It's mostly to build the culture. So we encourage all of you to take this fun seriously and do it. All right. I think that was it from us. We will be posting a survey link here as well. As usual, please do help us improve. Abby's already posted it. Thank you so much, Abby. Please do help us making our content and delivery better by participating in the survey. We really appreciate it. We go through it after every live wire to see where we can improve ourselves. Please do that. And we are here if you have any other questions for us. And remember, do ask questions and be the first one. See, you can strike some of these things off bingo today.
Happy birthday. No, just kidding.
Wait, is it anyone's birthday?
No.
Ah, it's not mine. It
I know,
was
that
my
would have
half
been
birthday
fun.
a couple days ago.
Oh, that would have been fun. Oh, I see some videos coming on. Thank you, guys. That's nice. But remember, for the bingo, you can't strike it off the bingo just yet. It has to be an entire meeting that your video has to be on. So no cheating. Remember the code of honor.
Code of honor.
All right, please do take the survey if you guys haven't already. And any questions? I know this was a very entertaining and fun topic, but if you have any other questions, and it doesn't have to be related to just this topic, anything else. All right. We'll stick around for another few minutes if you guys have anything for us. If not, thank you so much for attending, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Do keep an eye out for the emails. We'll be sending emails for the next live wires. And I really hope you do take part in the bingo.
Yes. I
Thanks,
think I've
guys.
done everything on this
Thanks,
bingo
everyone.
before, and it's it'll be good for you.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, guys. This was
Thanks,
awesome.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
See you soon, I
Thanks.
hope.
Bye, guys.
Bye.